Everyone seems to be screaming their dreams and goals from the digital mountaintops, but there's a timeless piece of advice that gets lost in all the noise. Don't tell people your plans. Just being quiet can be very powerful. People say that Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said these words. They come from the philosophy of Stoicism. These sayings have deep value and can help anyone who wants to grow as a person, be strong, and be successful in life. When social media sites make us want to share every detail of our lives, the power of silence might seem like the opposite of what we need to do to keep our plans and goals to ourselves. However, Marcus Aurelius knew how important it was to be quiet and private. He felt that the more we talk about our goals and plans, the more likely it is that we will lose focus and energy. Take this into account. When you tell everyone about your big goals, they will have a lot of thoughts, worries, and demands for you. You've given up your energy and commitment to a goal that's still in its early stages. In his Stoic advice, Marcus Aurelius would tell us to keep our goals and energy safe by keeping them close to our hearts and avoiding outside support. One of the main ideas behind Stoicism is that our happiness and contentment shouldn't depend on other people or things. In a world where people are always looking for praise, approval, and respect, Marcus Aurelius tells us that true happiness comes from inside. When we tell other people about our plans, we let their thoughts and views affect us. Let us say for a moment that you want to be a famous author. You have been working hard on your book and giving it your whole heart. Your work is as fragile at this point as a young plant that has just started to grow. If you tell people about your dream too soon, their doubts, criticisms, or lack of interest could become like strong winds that threaten to topple your plant. Marcus Aurelius says that we should plant our dreams in the ground of our own belief and commitment. Sharing our ideas with the world shouldn't happen until they have gotten bigger and taken root. This protects our inner peace and keeps us from being affected by other people's whims. The power of being vague. It's easy to fall into the mistake of looking for approval from other people on social media sites like Facebook and Twitter. We often feel like we need to tell everyone about every success, no matter how small. Now, let's take a step back and think about the sense of not knowing. In his Stoic lessons, Marcus Aurelius tells us that trying to get fame and attention is short-lived and often pointless. Instead of wanting other people to praise us, he tells us to be happy with the things we've done on our own. What we do speaks louder than what we say when we don't tell people what we're going to do. Think about the great writers, artists, and scientists who have lived in the past. Many of them worked hard without being noticed for years or even decades before their work was valued. By keeping their plans and goals to themselves, they were able to focus on their work, get better at it, and make important contributions to the world. Building up your mental strength. Stoicism is all about getting stronger and more resilient inside. The goal is to create an attitude that lets you handle life's storms with ease. If we tell other people about our hopes and goals, we run the risk of being let down and disappointed if things don't work out. Keep your plans secret, as Marcus Aurelius taught us, to protect ourselves from the unknowns of life. That doesn't mean we should keep things to ourselves or not trust other people. It actually means that we should be smart about who we trust and pick them carefully. Don't tell everyone about your dreams. Instead, share them with people who really understand them and support you. This makes a wall around your goals that protects them. You are less likely to be hurt by abuse, failures, or the fear of failing from other people. Like well-forged steel, your inner strength gives you the strength to keep going. Being patient is a virtue. Marcus Aurelius wrote many things that praised the virtue of patience. He knew that great things take time to grow and that rushing to tell people about our plans too soon can hurt our long-term goals. We might be tempted to cut corners or make quick decisions when we're too eager to let everyone know what we plan to do. Let's say you want to start your own business. You've been planning, studying, and getting ready for months now. However, you haven't started it yet. You might act without fully thinking about the effects if you give in to the push to tell people about your plans before you're ready. In this case, patience means waiting until your plans are solid and well thought out. You give yourself time by being patient and resisting the urge to tell people what you're going to do. Now is the time to make your plans better, get the tools you need, and make sure that your actions are in line with your long-term goals. This method of being patient, which comes from Stoic knowledge, makes success more likely. Using surprise to your advantage. It's magical when your accomplishments surprise other people. If you don't tell everyone about your plans, you might surprise them with what you can do and go above and beyond what they expected. Marcus Aurelius understood how powerful this factor of surprise could be. Think about a talented artist who trained hard by themselves and never told anyone that they wanted to become a master. Amazingly skilled and talented, when they finally appeared on a big stage, people were amazed and impressed. The factor of surprise increased the impact of this accomplishment and left a long mark on those who saw it. By keeping your plans a secret until you're ready to share them, you build excitement and interest. You believe that deeds speak better than words, and when the time is right, you can be gracious and humble about what you've done. The way thoughts change over time. Like living things, ideas need time to grow and change. When we share our plans too soon, we let harsh criticism and doubt attack our new ideas. As Marcus Aurelius says, we should grow our ideas in the rich soil of our thoughts so that they can become strong and developed. Just think about how you write a book. At the start, your idea is weak, like a sprout that is just starting to grow. If you share it too soon, people might not believe you, which could make you not want to grow it further. But if you keep your idea safe, let it grow, and let it become a strong story, you'll be better prepared for the problems and changes that come with being creative. You can give your ideas the time and space they need to grow by adhering to the Stoic concept of keeping your plans a secret. You let them change and get better before putting them in front of the public. Being quiet while learning from mistakes. There will be times when you fail on your way to success. If we tell a lot of people about our plans, failing can be embarrassing and discouraging because everyone can see it. But Marcus Aurelius has a different view of failure, one of quiet thought and strength. When you're alone with your thoughts, you can think about your failures, learn from them, and use them as building blocks to get better. When you don't tell people what you're going to do, you don't have to worry about living up to the standards of others. This lets you try new things, take chances, and be open to the idea that you might fail as a good teacher. Think about the famous story of Thomas Edison. He did thousands of tests before he finally came up with the idea for the light bulb. He might not have been able to reach his goal as easily if he had told everyone about his plans too soon and had to deal with ridicule every time one of them failed. He instead kept going in quiet, using each setback as a way to get to his final success. The joy of being real. Today, people value honesty above all else, and Marcus Aurelius's advice fits in nicely with this value. Being more honest in your actions and conversations is possible when you don't tell people about your goals ahead of time. You don't have to put on a show or look for approval. Think about the person who says they want to run a race but doesn't have the drive and determination to do it. At first, people may praise them, but when they fail to reach their goal, it's clear that they are not being honest. People think that someone who trains quietly every day and finishes the race without any fuss is real and true to themselves. You stay true to your goals by not telling people about your plans before they're ready. When you're not looking for approval from other people, you become more genuine in what you do. Why being independent is important. Dependence on oneself is another important Stoic concept. Marcus Aurelius thought that the most important things in our lives should be our inner power and resilience. We become more independent when we don't tell other people about our plans. We do this by trusting our own decision and determination. Let's say you want to start your own business. Everything has been carefully thought out, and you're now ready to jump. Instead of looking for approval or validation from other people, you have faith in your own skills and beliefs. This sense of independence gives you the strength to keep going, even when things go wrong. By being independent and not telling other people about your plans too soon, you create your own fate. You stop needing constant approval from other people and learn to trust your own feelings and skills, keeping the process in mind instead of the end goal. In our busy world, it's easy to focus on the end goal, the destination, instead of enjoying the journey. Marcus Aurelius, who was a Stoic, taught us that life is a process of growth and getting better all the time. People who know about our plans naturally help us focus on the daily steps that will get us to our end goal. We enjoy the small wins, the lessons we learn from failures, and the way the journey itself changes us. How to promise less and deliver more. The ability to make promises and then keep them is one of the most important leadership principles. If you don't tell everyone what you want to do, but instead work quietly toward your goals, you give yourself the chance to do better than expected. Say you're given a project at work and don't want to give your team false hope about how well it will turn out. Instead, you keep your plans and strategies close to your chest. You work hard behind the scenes, using your knowledge and skills to help others. Everyone's expectations are blown away when you finally show off the finished project. Stoic philosophy and Marcus Aurelius's sage advice are perfectly in line with this strategy. If you don't tell anyone about your plans, you can do well without drawing attention to yourself. Let your actions speak for themselves. Setting goals and then exceeding them can help you gain trust, respect, and chances to move up in your personal and professional life. Taking care of your instincts and intuition. Intuition and instinct are strong ways to help us make decisions. Marcus Aurelius thought that keeping our plans secret helped us get in touch with our own inner wisdom and judgment. We let our gut feelings and intuition guide our decisions more when we don't tell other people what we're going to do. Think about an important choice you need to make in your life, like picking a career path. If you talk about your plans with other people, their opinions and outside pressures may change your mind. But by keeping your goals a secret, you make a sacred space where your intuition can lead you to the path that fits with your true desires and values. When you follow this Stoic principle, you tune in to your inner voice and learn to trust your gut. This helps you make choices that are in line with who you really are. You might end up living a life that is more in line with your true calling and purpose. Genuine support's impact. Even though Marcus Aurelius says to be careful about telling others about your plans, he doesn't say to live alone. He understood how important it was to get real help from people he could trust. It's important to only tell people who really want what's best for you about your goals. Think about how valuable it is to have a small group of confidants, friends, mentors, or family members who really care about your goals. When you tell them about your plans, they not only support you, but they also give you good advice and insights. These people become your strong and wise pillars. You can build a network of allies who can help you along the way by seeking out and nurturing genuine support. This selective sharing of your plans makes sure that you get the support and advice you need, while also keeping other people from looking too closely at your goals. Getting better by practicing. To be good at anything, you have to practice and dedicate yourself over and over again. Marcus Aurelius knew that to be truly great, you often need to be alone and in silence. When we don't tell other people about our plans, we give ourselves the time and space to practice deeply. Think about a young artist who wants to get better at what they do. They don't look for constant approval on social media or in public shows. Instead, they spend countless hours practicing alone. They work on their skills, try out new ideas, and see how far their creativity can go. They get to a level of mastery that stands out in a world full of mediocrity by practicing alone, away from other people's eyes and judgment. The fact that they work hard and do good work speaks for itself. A big part of Stoicism is the idea that you should embrace the journey of self-discovery and always try to get better. We can explore our deepest desires, strengths, and weaknesses when we don't tell others about our plans ahead of time. Take a mental picture of starting a journey to learn more about yourself, like a spiritual pilgrimage. If you tell people what you want to do, their thoughts and expectations might get in the way of your real exploration. But if you keep your goals to yourself, you can start a personal quest with pure intentions. As you go on this journey of self-discovery, you may find talents, passions, or values that you didn't know you had because of outside influences. The real way to happiness and self-realization is to find your own path, which you can do by using the wisdom of timing. How to pick the right time. When you're trying to be successful and achieve your goals, timing is very important. Marcus Aurelius knew that if you don't tell everyone about your plans right away, you can pick the right time to let everyone know about them. Think about a business owner who has made a new product. They choose not to tell the market about it right away because they want to wait for the perfect time, when the market is ready and their product is perfect. This careful timing can mean the difference between being successful and being forgotten. If you know how to time things well and are patient, you can make sure that your plans go smoothly and successfully. You make sure that your actions are in sync with the ever-changing tides of life so that your work pays off when the world is ready for it. The art of letting go. How to release your holdings. We often run into detours, challenges we didn't expect, and changes in direction on our way through life. Marcus Aurelius says that if we don't tell people about our plans ahead of time, we give ourselves room to change our minds and let go of plans that don't work anymore. Take the example of someone who wanted to go in a certain career direction but found a new passion along the way that fired them up. If they had made their original plans public, they might have felt trapped or obligated to follow a path that didn't feel right to them anymore. They were free to go in a new direction that felt right to them because they kept their goals secret. By following the art of letting go and not being stuck on rigid plans, you can be open to the random chances and changes that life brings your way. When you let go of the need for a certain outcome, you let your journey unfold. Things to learn from the Stoic sage. As expected, Marcus Aurelius's meditations have lessons from the Stoic sage. In this passage, he thinks about what makes someone a Stoic sage, someone who truly lives by the principles of Stoicism. A Stoic sage is wise, strong, and at peace with themselves. The sage keeps these qualities by not telling people about their plans too soon. Think about the Stoic sage working hard toward their goals without needing approval or praise from others. Even when things go wrong, they stay calm and learn from their mistakes in silence. They follow their inner wisdom and do things that are in line with their values. We can strive to develop these traits by following the Stoic sage's example and not telling others about our plans before they're ready. By applying Stoic wisdom, we can become stronger when bad things happen, smarter when making choices, and at peace with how our lives are going, putting Stoic wisdom to use in modern life. It's time to think about how we can apply these principles to our modern lives now that we've looked at Marcus Aurelius's teachings and the importance of keeping your plans a secret. Although a lot has changed in the world since ancient Rome, the timeless wisdom of Stoicism is still useful today. Use discernment. Be picky about who you tell about your plans. Pick people to talk to who really understand your goals and support your aspirations. Finding mentors and allies who can help you along the way is important. Patience. Learn to see patience as a good thing. Don't share your plans until they are well thought out and well formed. This is the time to make your plans and ideas better. Move Move your attention from the end goal to the small steps you take every day to get there. Enjoy the small wins, learn from the failures, and be glad that the journey itself has the power to change you. Trust your gut. Take care of your gut and intuition. By keeping your plans secret, you can let your inner wisdom guide your choices without any outside opinions getting in the way. Embrace authenticity. Be honest in what you do and how you act. Let your drive come from inside you instead of from outside validation. Being honest makes you respect yourself and others, and it helps you connect with them. Find real support. Make a group of trusted friends who really want to help you reach your goals. Tell people who care about your plans, and when you need their help, give it. Master the art of timing. Think about the best time to tell everyone about your plans. Pick times that help you reach your goals and give you the best chance of succeeding. Let go of rigidity. Be ready for side trips and changes of direction. Get rid of the need to know what will happen and let your journey happen naturally. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius and the wise advice to keep your plans a secret offer a deep philosophy for navigating the difficulties of life in a world full of pressures, distractions, and expectations from others. Stoicism is a way to find inner peace and mastery of oneself. Remember the timeless wisdom of the Stoics as you start your own journey. Develop patience, be yourself, and believe in your gut. Find real help from people you can trust, and learn how to read people's moods. Above all, let go of rigidity and stay open to life's ever-changing currents. Roman statesman Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't argue about what a good man should be one." Stoic virtues in real life. By keeping your plans a secret until the last minute, you give yourself the power to become the wisest, toughest, and most peaceful person you can be. The timeless wisdom of Stoicism will help you on your way to mastering yourself. How the virtues of Stoicism work. Wisdom. Use discernment in your deeds by carefully considering their time and impact. Find out what is true, what is important, and what is worth going after. Courage. Show that you have the guts to stand up to outside stress and criticism. Stay committed to your goals, even when you have doubts and aren't sure what to do. Justice. Respect other people's rights and boundaries by not forcing your goals on them. Let them go their own way without stopping you. Temperance. Be temperate by resisting the urge to get instant gratification from other people's approval. Get pleasure from your own beliefs instead of praise from other people. Finding your way in the digital age. People may think it goes against the culture of always sharing on social media and instant messaging that you don't tell people what you're planning. It's important to remember, though, that the principles of Stoicism are still useful today, even though technology has changed a lot. Being aware of what and when you share online is called mindful sharing. Think about your post's impact and whether they help you achieve your goals and feel good. Being picky about connections. Be picky about the people you meet online. Surround yourself with people who share your goals and values, like the trusted friends and family of a Stoic. Moderation and balance. Try to keep your online activities moderate and balanced, and don't fall into the trap of always looking for approval from other people. Thoughtful consumption. Think about what you read or watch online. Connect with content that supports your values and helps you grow as a person. The Stoic path goes on. There is no endpoint to the journey of Stoic wisdom, and not telling people your plans. It is a path that lasts a lifetime. As you grow and change as a person, this practice will change too. As you continue your Stoic journey, remember these important principles. Adaptation. Be open to changing how you do things. Life is always changing, and your plans may need to be changed too. Stoicism teaches us to accept what we can't control and to be flexible in the face of adversity. Being resilient means being able to bounce back from setbacks and failures. The Stoic way of thinking tells us to see problems as chances to learn and grow. Think about how you can use the bad luck to your advantage when things don't go as planned. Journaling and reflection. Write in a Stoic journal or think about your choices and actions often. You can keep track of your progress in living a good life and internalize Stoic principles by doing this. Learning all the time. Keep learning about Stoic philosophy and getting better at it. The Meditations by Marcus Aurelius is a timeless work of wisdom, but there are many other Stoic works and modern interpretations that can help you learn more. Support and community. Look for communities or groups of people who are interested in Stoicism and share your interests. Connecting with people who are going through the same thing can give you useful advice, support, and encouragement. Being happy with your life. The ultimate goal of living a Stoic life and not telling people what your plans are is to find happiness and inner peace. Focusing on what you can control and making sure your actions are in line with your values can help you feel content no matter what is going on around you. Meaning and purpose. Think about your true values and purpose, what matters most to you. You can give your life deep meaning and purpose by living in line with your values. Inner peace. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of wisdom and self-control in achieving inner peace. You can feel calm and peaceful even when bad things happen around you if you don't depend on other people's approval and validation. Resilience in hard times. Stoicism gives you the tools to handle life's problems with grace and strength. A Stoic attitude can help you get through hard times and come out stronger and more resilient than before. Authenticity. Being authentic lets you live a life that is in line with your beliefs and values. In a world where people are often influenced by outside expectations and pressures, you become a shining example of being yourself. Legacy and impact. When you live by Stoic principles, the things you do and the decisions you make can have an eternal impact on the people around you. Others may want to follow your path of self-mastery and inner growth. The Stoic philosophy and the wise words of Marcus Aurelius can change your life. By not telling people about your plans too soon, you start a journey of self-discovery, growth, and happiness. You learn to make sure your actions are in line with your values, to be yourself, and to be strong when things go wrong. The Stoic principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation offer a way to calm down and gain control of oneself in today's busy world. As you continue your Stoic journey, may you find the fortitude to handle life's difficulties with grace and the discernment to live a life that is truly fulfilling. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." If you follow the Stoic philosophy and don't tell people your plans, you can live a life full of happiness, purpose, and wisdom. Stick to the timeless principles of Stoicism as you continue your journey.